Next up, the Satchadan this t-shirt.
Damn your feeble brain!
I feel like I'm chosen. I'm covered in gold.
Welcome back, friends, to another edition of Fauntleroy's Finest, and today we're going to take a look at Supreme's Week 19.
Let's not, and say we did.
We are finally getting those t-shirts that I thought would come out last week. We're getting a couple of cool accessories like the Coleman table and a kickball that I can't wait to send to the moon.
Now you're all in big trouble.
I'll go over everything dropping this week, don't you worry, but first I want to make sure that you guys have the chance to cop everything that your little hearts desire in the streetwear world, and you can do that with Fauntleroy's Finest Discord. We have Larry's streetwear calendar that tells you everything you need to know about what's dropping this week. Manny keeps us up to date on all the best shoes dropping throughout the week. The new Wave Lee has given us the best free Supreme community monitors out there. And of course, our boy Re-Up23 with the ACO channel has been cooking up for everybody out there that can't cop on their own.
You talking to me?
And best of all, price is free. All you gotta do is click the invite link in the description below, and you're in. And obviously, if you enjoy these videos, then why don't you support the channel, like the video, subscribe, notifications, blah, blah, blah. Enough about all that. Let's get into this drop.
Why are you torturing me like this? Why?
All right, first up, we have the Clown 6-panel. I don't have official retails, but I'm pretty sure this one's going to be $48. If you or anyone you know is a fan of Insane Clown Posse or Killer Clowns from Outer Space, this might be the hat for you. Anyone else? I would say, let's keep going. Next up, the Satchadan this t-shirt.
Your feeble brain!
Pretty sure all this Alice Coltrane stuff is from the 70s, even before my old ass was born. Long before Supreme was founded in 1994. Usually they try to stick to the 90s when they're doing their collaborations. I don't really think a lot of people are going to be aware of her or even kind of know about her all that much. I got nothing against Coltrane. She was good at what she did, great musician, all that kind of stuff, but definitely before my time, so not something I'm going to relate to, and I'm assuming most of the Supreme heads are in the same boat here. Next up, we have the Aha? How do you say this, Google? Tell me.
Pata.
He got a little pretty mouth, ain't he?
This is artwork from an Alice Coltrane album cover, which was indeed released in 1970. Yes, long before Supreme, long before even my old ass, probably long before a lot of you people out there. I do know that
Pata
is an Egyptian god, so that's where some of this imagery comes from. But for me, it looks like there's a big fat glizzy in the middle of that t-shirt.
That's a peanut.
I'm not really familiar with the album either, and both of the Coltrane shirts are going to be $48, so maximum price for shirts that probably nobody wants.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip.
Next up, we have the Jacquard soccer short. All right, so the estimated retail as of this moment, $98 on these shorts. Not too bad, to be fair, as most of the other shorts seem to be landing in the $118 sort of price point, except for those Champion ones that were like $88. Those were great. So if these are $98, good price, can't argue with that. And these shorts go with the nice jersey that we'll talk about in a little bit. I don't really see a ton of resale in these soccer shorts. They're kind of basic, but they should be nice. Like if you buy them for personals, I think you'll like them. If you buy the jersey, they go with the jersey, but I'd be hard-pressed to tell anyone to buy these for reselling. Super cool personals. Let's move on. Next up, we have the Black Cat tee. Actually, I kind of dig this one. I've always liked that Black Cat imagery. It always meant that you were up to no good because you were blowing stuff up with fireworks. Now, I like that this shirt has this giant back hit. Looks really good. I'd really like it if the front had a little tag as well. But you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. Really cool back hit here, and generally that's what I'm about in a t-shirt. I wouldn't really expect resale to be that high on something like this, but it's a $44 shirt. That's not too bad of a price point. And if you get big sizes, good colorways of these shirts, you'll probably be able to make a little bit off of them in the future, but they're going to be long holds.
All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us.
Next up, we have the Cordura Denim Small Box 6-panel. I haven't really liked these in the past, and I don't really like these right now. If you need something to throw into your cart for free shipping, something like that, maybe the black one, maybe that denim colorway one, but I don't really have a lot of faith in these hats. I would stick to these being personals as well. Maybe as a cart filler for free shipping. If you can save that $10, it might make these worthwhile. but probably not really worth it. Okay, now you're talking my language. $40 t-shirts. Here we go. The Supreme backwards tee. Now, if this isn't a meme, I don't know what is. They literally just took the Supreme text and inverted it horizontally and made it backwards. I'm pretty sure that's on the back of the shirt, so I like that it's doing that. I'd like to see what's on the front. I hope there's something there. I mean, that would be cool. I would actually like this shirt a lot more if it was forward on the front, backward on the back. I doubt that that's what they're going to do here.
It's wiggin' whack.
I think this one's going to completely depend on colorways. Like that blue yellow actually looks pretty good in the Supreme right here. But we'll go over all the colorways of these shirts on the Wednesday night live stream this week because I just don't have them right now. So I don't know, but $40 for a t-shirt, that's always good. Big sizes, good colorways in this one. Could be a little bit of a sleeper. Again, all these shirts are going to be holds, but you got to love a big spell out, even if it is backwards, I guess. Next up, the Varsity tee, another $40 special. Gotta love it. Now, this one is very messy, very busy, but this reminds me of a shirt that came out a few seasons back that's doing really, really well. I can't remember the name of it, but it's all kind of splotchy like this. This is kind of fun, little cartoony thing going on. Lots of mischief. Lots of rabble-rousing happening on that t-shirt. You gotta watch out for the Supreme anytime it's on a shirt. This black colorway in XL, XXL should mature pretty well for you, and I'll definitely be interested to see what other colorways they come out with. Maybe a nice green or blue would look pretty good in this as well. But this is definitely one to think about and to target if you are looking to buy some of these shirts for reselling on Thursday. Next up, we have the Supreme Paris tee. They're just trying to pass off another stupid shop logo. They're just going to call this one Paris. I'm really not even sure why it's called a Paris tee. It has all the locations on it. Very confusing t-shirt. I don't really like shop logos. I'm going to call this one a shop logo because it has all the stores on it. I'd be surprised if the phone number's not on the damn shirt somewhere. But sometimes good colorways do well in these shop t-shirts. I think this is another one we should monitor what colorways come out. We'll see if this shirt has any colorways and what we should go after, but I think there's better shirts than this.
That's a nice shirt. Do they make it for men?
And then next up, the Miss Piggy tee. This was like the first leak we received this season, and it's the last t-shirt that they're releasing. So there you go. I don't know, guys. Not really a huge fan of this one. I don't really know a lot of people that are going to be wanting to rock Miss Piggy on the tee. I think it's just been voted up this high because people have seen the t-shirt. They already saw it, so they voted on it. And he has this tee listed at a $48 price point. 48 or 54. It's still, with the Coltrane stuff, is the most expensive t-shirts that are sold this week.
More than you can afford, pal.
I think that you're just going to be able to do a lot better picking some of the $40 shirts and trying to get good sizes, good colorways, instead of focusing on this Miss Piggy or the Coltrane stuff. Not that you were going to focus on those, but that difference between the $48 t-shirt and the $40 t-shirt is almost an entire shipping cost. You're just going to be better off grabbing the $40 t-shirts, big sizes, good colors, than getting any of the collab ones, unless it's just a huge, great, amazing collab that everybody's going to want. And next up, the Jacquard soccer jersey. I'm gonna have to say this is definitely the clothing item of the week to be going after. I feel like now we finally hit one of the items that botters might start to be focused on this week. I think that black colorway in particular is going to do really, really well for you if you can pick that up. Definitely XL, XXLs like I always say, but I bet for that black one, I bet all sizes do pretty good. Drops has the estimated price on this one at $110, which is amazing. That is a great price point for a jersey. These tend to push into that $200 range, so if you can pick this up for $110, if that is the price point, it seems like a no-brainer. I don't know about the other colorways, though. The orange one is out there for me. That blue one is decent, though, so I'd like to see a better picture of the blue one, but I feel like the black one, no-brainer, that's the one to go after. I feel like most of the sizes should do okay as well. And like I said, I could see that one 200s, easily 180 something, right? So plenty of room for that one for you reseller boys.
That is hot as the devil's ass.
Next up, we have the Supreme 24-pack cooler bag. This thing is really neat. I do not like that it's $128. I'm going to put that right out there, right out front. This is a tricky one for me. If they don't make a lot of these, there's potential that this thing actually could have some resale value, but I would assume that this is going to be a personal. I feel like this will probably linger on the website for a decent amount of time, but I think that these will sell out. I think people are going to want these. It seems like this season, folks have not been going as hardcore buying everything, and they're picking their moments, right? This is an item that, like, if I wanted to keep something, a nice, cool, usable item, 128, not that bad, honestly. I assume if you buy like a regular one, it's around 60, 70 bucks anyways. Still kind of overpriced, but cool item, gonna work, gonna keep your stuff cold, and it probably won't break right away. So that's a plus in my book.
The best thing I've ever seen since long time.
Next up, the Supreme Coleman folding table set. Now, this was going to be my item of the week, but then I saw Drops' retail estimated price, $298. Get the... Got it, yeah. Seeing that pissed me off more than getting kicked in the cojones. I don't really know what to say about it after that. If the price point is $300, you can go fly a kite. I really wish it was a lot cheaper because this is such a cool item. And even with that price point, I would anticipate these will sell out eventually, if not immediately. I think people that want this item, they probably don't care. Like I said, most people haven't been just going ham every week on Supreme. They're sort of picking their moments. And this is an item that people have been kind of eyeballing all season long. It's here like last week of the season. So if you have the extra money on hand that you didn't waste throughout the rest of the season, I don't see why they wouldn't do it. I mean, it's a cool, usable item, like the cooler as well. It's too bad that it's all coming out on the same week. Like, it feels like these things could go together. And unless you're willing to drop like a fucking big old cart on all this stuff, you might not be able to grab it. It would be a huge flex to be able to pull this out at some kind of event, some family gathering, poker night, hell, even just to play a game of dominoes.
Domino, motherfuckers. Say about that.
And sure, I guess you can use it for camping too. But yeah, that $300 price point just kind of makes me back away from it. I know some of you boys out there are grabbing it no matter what the price is, so good luck for you guys. I don't see resale in it, strictly a personal, but a super cool item. Maybe one of the best items of the year, but that price point is not very good.
There's no possible way that we can pay that, so what do we do here?
And then finally, for all you broke boys out there, we can get a kickball. That's right, the Supreme Franklin Playground Ball. Estimated price on this is $32, so yeah, even the broke boys can afford to get a little bouncy ball. I'm not really sure if there's going to be reselling these. It depends on how quickly they sell out, but I do think that the one to go after is the white with the red box logo. I would probably be going after that one first. The red one with the red box logo, more traditional kickball colorway, right? It's not going to get as dirty as the white one, but it definitely isn't as supreme as the white one. I feel like if there is reselling this, it's like 50 bucks. So again, probably not worth your while unless you're able to bought like 1,000 of them and make like $5 a piece. Yeah, I think this is, again, another personal. Probably the whole week is kind of a personal week, except for maybe a few things here and there. Honestly, I can't tell you, I've been so excited to be able to play with these balls. You know, I love balls in general. I love bouncing balls around. I love smacking them around. I love tossing my balls at other people, and I love catching balls from everyone else. This gives you and I the ability to play with multiple balls anytime that you want.
Really?
I mean, at the end of the day, who doesn't want to play with their balls?
Go ahead and play with those queen balls, Denise. Wow.
All right, guys, there you go. Week 19 is in the books. I'm not really sure what I'm going to go after this week, if anything. Let me know in the comments down below. What are you guys going to pick up? Are you grabbing that table? Do you need the soccer jersey? Which t-shirts are you going after? And I really need to know which one of you guys are going to be playing with your balls this Thursday.
I would like to take a closer look at your big brass balls.
Don't forget to check out the live stream Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. And I'll be live Thursday morning during the drop, 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern time. Thank you guys for watching. And if for some reason this video didn't give you the fill of Fauntleroy that you need in your life today, well, then you should check out these videos up here